Hey, it's Eric here at Peachtree Classic Cars. I've got a 1951 Chevrolet short bed truck with all the goodies. It's got a Vortec 350 V8, automatic transmission. It's got a Camaro front clip with independent front suspension, power disc brakes, power steering. It's got ice cold air conditioning that was just installed. It blows nice and cold. The heater blows hot. It's got a CD player in it. Underneath the dash, should be real easy to move into the glove box, which is probably what I would do, and that would give me personally the cleaner look that I'd like. It's got a Dodge Dakota seat in it, so I think it's like the back seat or whatever, and it really is super comfy. Really cool truck. This thing's got a sick patina. It drives awesome, tons of power, and we're gonna take it for a quick spin. Very smooth driving truck. Like I said, it's got power steering and it tracks down the road real straight. Highway speeds are no problem. So the guy that I picked this truck up from, he was driving it back and forth to Daytona, driving it up to Pigeon Forge. Real easy to steer. I love power steering's the best. What do we do before power steering? Actually, I've got a couple of vehicles without power steering that drive pretty good too, but reverse, I'm doing reverse right now, just backing up a little bit. Nice engine sound, it's not too loud. If you get on it, you know, sounds like a V8, which is great, but it's not overwhelming. It's got a good, clean exhaust. It's got an awesome patina. And if your name is Bob or Robert, or your dad's name is Bob or Robert, this is an added bonus. Not still a cool truck. Very clean under the hood. No rust on the firewall, inner fender wells. Headers. Edelbrock. I'll go ahead while I've got it running and turn the AC on so you can hear the... We got it on heat right now? Nope, it's on high. So you can hear the compressor kick on and off. Takes a couple seconds and it starts blowing cold just like that. It's real nice. Go ahead and shut the key off. Aluminum radiator with a shroud, oversized fan on there, keeps this thing nice and cool. Never seen it overheat. Just really clean. A lot of little billet and chrome goodies, power brakes, chrome power steering pump. Everything under here is awesome. So it's got a nice patina to it, but it's actually not a very, it's actually a pretty solid, not very rusty truck on the outside. You see, you know, all the things that to me, I want it to have a couple of little rusty looking spots and some dings, dents and bruises. And then it's cleared over and it just looks really cool. They got some reclaimed wood back here. This is actually old reclaimed wood. I can't remember where he said he got it out of a church or something like that. You know, now you can buy reclaimed wood all over the place, but this is actually really old, kind of a beadboard look, and I like the way they did that. Bob's Speed Shop. Rally wheels with new center caps and beauty rings. Goodyear tires on the front. Looks like they're Toyos on the back. Lots of good tread still left on them. There's a dent here, there's scratches on it, there's dents all around. It's been clear coated. There's a dent right here. Got a visor, which I love. I'm a really big fan of visors. Windshield wipers work. Weather stripping on the front windows still looks like new. Windows roll up and down super easy, and you don't have to slam the doors. And I even just did. you know, out of habit, I'm slamming these doors because of their old trucks, but it's got new weather stripping. They seal up nice. It's quiet when you drive it down the road. It does have the North Dakota vehicle VIN reassignment. It came out of North Dakota, and they do that. That's what it says on the title. And so that's the way we're going to leave it. I know that it would originally be a different style VIN number for the original, but like I showed you earlier, all the gauges are functional, which is great. It's got a tilt steering wheel, which is nice. Cold air conditioning, all the lights work, turn signals work. CD player works. I don't think it has Bluetooth on it, but I do know it has a little auxiliary cable. Nice, comfortable, you know, bench seat out of the, like I said, I believe this was out of a Dodge Dakota. It's very comfy. Personally, I might track down an original seat for this truck and put an original seat back in. To me, that's, if I was going to do anything to this truck, that's probably the only thing I'd do to this truck, is put an original seat back in and put the CD player in the glove box. Other than that, I'd leave it the hell alone, because this truck is awesome. It drives phenomenal, and you know, the value in this truck is that it's done. It doesn't need anything at all except new adoring fans, as I like to say. So it sits nice and low. It's got just a touch of a rake to it. It's not so low though that you're bumping on, hitting on anything when you're driving it around. You can see some rust spots there. That's typical on that support channel. This is the original floor pans. Cab corner. And this truck is solid. Real solid. Couple of spots out here on the outside of the cab corner that match the inside, but nothing major, and personally nothing I would repair. All solid back here as well. And I try really hard. The original battery box down below, somebody's put a new piece of steel in there. Those almost always rust out, but here are floor pans in the back. A little bit of rust in the inner cab corner, that's usual. I don't see any rust anywhere on the frame. Trying to let the camera adjust there. It goes back and forth. There we go. Not seeing any rust on the floor pans as well, which is a pretty remarkable, quite frankly, for the other spots of rust that are on the truck, for it to be that clean. You know, there's a couple spots here and there. There's a spot right there, but for it to be this clean is just really, really cool. Just a joy to own a truck like this. And this is not, I'm sorry, I said earlier I think that it's got a Camaro front clip, and that is not true. I can't remember if this is a Heights front clip. It's got an aftermarket brand front clip on it. And so you can see that all this is newer under here. It's not a Camaro. So it is disc brakes and power steering and all that. And I can't remember, and I'd have to call the guys and ask them. But you know, the way that these are attached to me actually in a lot of ways is better. And what caught my attention on that is the other two trucks that I do have that have Camaro front ends. They don't have front bumpers because the original frame is different. When you cut the front end out of and you put a Camaro underneath there, obviously a 1951 bumper won't match up to that. But so this is what caught my attention, was that the fact that the original bumper's still on there. So man, what a cool truck. I love this thing. It catches tons of attention. These trucks are just going up in value right now, and I think somebody's going to get a really, really fun vehicle. There's no project to be done on this truck whatsoever. This one's ready to go and show off and enjoy. PeachtreeClassicCars.com. Give us a call.